But all right, what's it called? Halloween ends. So I literally went to go watch, or I literally watched this on a streaming platform, which is Peacock, and obviously, like I'm here to literally talk about my just my general perspective about this whole movie and all the rest. So obviously, I will put that spoiler sticker on the side. To indicate that I will be talking about spoilers in this for sure. Obviously, giving like my whole like general viewpoint of the franchise's ending movie, and just like this, to start off, like obviously like it starts off very crazy with the fact that it just didn't involve nothing that had Michael Myers involved, and more involves another guy by the fact that he was just like taking care of some kid, and out of nowhere like the kid takes it too far to the point that he's like telling, oh, Michael Myers can't kill me because he only kills the babysitters or anyone else, to the point that he literally goes on demon time to do a prank, which is literally close him in a room where he literally, like, it's all dark, and obviously he's like, haha, he's gonna get you, thinking that like Michael Myers is there, to the point that he literally freaks out and has a panic attack, to the point that he's literally kicking the door. And what's like so, I wouldn't say hilarious, but what's so careless about this is the fact that the kid literally does not hear bashing of the door, knowing the fact that what's the end result when bashing on the door if you're panicking to get out. So like the fact that the guy literally kicks it so hard that the freaking kid falls out of the like the 3 story or not 3 story, the 3 level stairs, to the point that he literally flops, like I think his spine like messes up and goes to like his brain, and he literally dies like that. Like it was the most careless, but obviously like the kid literally like did not like have a clear thinking, knowing that someone's bashing, that he's gonna bash the door to the point that it's probably gonna open. So obviously like that's what I don't like about horror movies, that they just make them way too stupid, to like the point that, oh, like he's being pretty stupid, so he's probably gonna die. So and what happened, he did die. Like, no, bro, like actually give them intellect, don't give them stupidity. Like, come on, like I want a horror movie that has intellect, not too much stupidity where like, okay, so let me do this action, oh, they're not gonna move out of the way, well I guess I'm just gonna be running them over like that. Like that's something, like a whole bunch of scenes that this thing had. Then it just like goes on with the fact of, it just didn't feel like a Michael Myers movie, because it already focused more on the guy because of what he does, which is obviously the accidental death of the kid by bashing the door open and pushing him out to from the 3 story, from the 3 level staircase. And obviously like they give him like horrible accusations, being like he's the killer, and he should be despised, and if he's having fun to not have fun, like basically screw his life over, give him a sense of PTSD every day, every single day, to be ashamed of the man he is in the mirror. And then it goes to the fact that, what's it called, he literally like tries to take revenge on bullies that obviously bully him back, because he didn't want to get them beer, because obviously those teenagers, they gotta be little assholes in every freaking horror movie. And obviously they get his revenge, they get revenge, the guy does, which is literally puncture wheels, and obviously later on like leave names, to the point that they literally drop him to like a place where there's like a tunnel, and he gets dragged in, to the point that like, Michael Myers is literally in there like hiding, hibernating, waiting, which is, I don't even know how many years, because I don't know like the time frame of it between Halloween Kills with Halloween Ends, because assuming that how Halloween in general, like the first one, and Halloween Kills, it literally came in like in the same time frame. So I don't know how long it's been from Kills to Ends, but if it was like a very long time, like let's give it a year, like I would assume that he would have healed all his wounds from Kills, because in Kills that ending scene was crazy, and now you just see him like all wonky, like it just he's just like a regular old man. He's not even a brutal killer that everyone knows. And he goes to the point of literally grabbing the guy by the neck and looking him into his one eye, because his other eye is like messed up because of the movie, which is still weird, knowing the fact that I think in Halloween 2 he gets both of his eyes stabbed or some stuff. If I could find it, I'll probably find the picture of it and put it on the side. And I'm like, wait, how do you have one eye functioning but the other one you have it blinded? Like, I'm confused. But yeah, like he goes to the fact of literally looking him into the eye to giving me like a type of like reference to the cult of Chucky, where basically is like, I will give you my power that I have vested in me to make you into what I am, a psycho killer as well. And then it goes on to the fact that the guy that literally killed the child ends up being like possessed by Michael Myers, because he also gives the same energy that the final girl, Lori, like feels. And then it just goes with the fact that he's the one that's killing, and obviously like he gives like all that killing power to Michael Myers so he could like build up his strength, which is like, I guess in a way like poor writing, because like it's Michael Myers. Like the guy literally survives gunshots. He literally like he gets stabbed here. He gets his fingers cut off. All this other stuff. Like he could withstand freaking truckloads of damage, and yet still be standing. And in this movie, they just made him weak. Like I don't get why. Why do you make your slasher that is very well known to be weak, and obviously have an accomplice to do all his dirty work? Like it's so weird. But then again, like I don't know like where this route was gonna go. But then it just goes to like a full on like romance aspect with obviously like her granddaughter. Falls in love with the guy that literally killed the child and says, "I understand your trauma and I'm here to help you out." And it's like so weird because like there was like no backstory as why it became the relationship as it was. It was just like, oh wow, he actually looks cute. Maybe I should date him. That's it. That's all we got. Like, it felt fast paced where it was going, and obviously like the ways that this new Michael Myers did between everyone that screwed him over was like freaking crazy. Like there was like one that like I was so surprised, which was like the flame that they used to like burn, I think, metal. Like they made it from blue to blue fire to freaking overly top fire, and they put it in his mouth, and you literally see like the guy's mouth like burning. It was like so freaking crazy. I was like, bro, what the hell is going on? Like he's literally burning this man's like whole mouth open, and that's just a horrible way to go. And then it goes to the point that they know the secrets. They're like, oh, you're not gonna take my granddaughter away because you are psychotic. He's like, I know I'm psychotic, but you can't stop me. To the point that literally like they have little battles, to the point that he literally like, I think Michael Myers just wants to off himself, which is like the most craziest thing between like the guy's body. But like the killing scenes were crazy. Like the ways that all those people died were crazier from Halloween Kills, where literally like some of the deaths were so goofy, but this one like looked all graphic. And they even killed one of my favorite characters in this, which was the guy's dad, because like he was such a freaking G. There like this one scene that he was like at his work just playing, gaming it, streaming. I was like, yo, dude, this man is freaking elite, to the point that he literally freaking dies in there. It pisses me off. And obviously like we get the final story, which obviously it's Michael Myers versus the final girl, in what I was like thinking, oh, it's gonna get so freaking graphic. It's gonna get like Halloween fight scene where they were like literally fighting everywhere in the house. And obviously it was a short fight, but it was like a short and sweet fight of who was gonna beat who. Is the slasher gonna win, or is the final girl gonna win? And obviously, like, that tandem fight was awesome, to the point that obviously you can't beat the goated final girl that has stood for so many years and finally gets to kill the slasher that's been hunting her, basing on the fact that this movie had a lot of freaking timelines, and this timeline's like different. But I don't know, like, I don't want to go too much in depth with that, but he goes to the point of literally like slitting his throat, slicing like his veins, to the point of literally killing him. So I was like, damn, dude, like, this man literally just went out normal. Like, I thought it was gonna take a lot of freaking damage to literally take him out, but no. Like, all those killing, I guess, like, that fueled him, like, was nothing. So I don't know. Like I said, it felt like sloppy in a way because of the fact of how the story went. Like, it had a love story in between. Michael Myers, like, all weak and has to send a protege to do his dirty work to give him power. And obviously, like, the trauma of the final girl that we see, like, it was just like all over the place. Not much to like fully appreciate. And obviously, like, we do see like a Spider-Man reference where basically they're taking Michael Myers' body, and I'm like, why are they doing that to, like, why are they giving them the Spider-Man thing? But then again, I was like pointing out like a death that could have happened, but I thought it was gonna be the slasher to do it, which was like those things that you see on the YouTube videos where it's like the satisfying thing where people will drop like rocks, slime, what's it called, soccer balls, like in that like processor that grinds everything like mush. And I was like thinking they're probably gonna use that for a death, and I think it's gonna be the slasher, but turns out to be the opposite, which is the final girl getting that kill for the slasher. Like, he got crunched, he turned into freaking mush. And obviously it just ends with the fact that the threat is gone and something new starts. And I'm like, you literally could have made it a lot more better. Like, obviously that storyline with the guy being the next Michael Myers, it could have been like, I don't know, like a different movie. Like, obviously in that realm, that obviously like he goes out and just leaves, and then he goes on to being his own thing, whereas Michael Myers like literally just goes out and does his thing, like all the past ones that he made, which was Halloween and Halloween Kills. Like, that was him, because now the third one just like excluded him for like a good chunk of the movie. But then again, I don't know what was the whole plot line for this whole ending of the franchise. But if I were to give it a rating, I would say it's a 7, because of the fact that it did have its gory deaths, which some of them surprised me, like how they went out. Obviously, like, the storyline was a little bit okay. I will give it that, because obviously, like, you kind of don't know like what exactly to expect from it, except the fact that it's gonna be the final girl versus the slasher, which that scene was short, sweet, but it was good. And just like my issue was the fact that it just excluded Michael Myers. It excluded the star killer, because obviously, like, it's not Halloween if it doesn't have him mostly throughout the movie, not copycat protege of him. So yeah, that's basically like my whole spiel about this movie. I guess if you want to check it out, like, I definitely recommend it, but just be aware that what's it called, or I might give it another rewatch to like fully get the depth of it. But I just thought it was okay, but just not like ending a series worthy of it. Like it could have been like another part, but it's just not worthy of being something to close something. It feels like a book, but like there's like a torn page out of it. Like they literally ripped the ending of it. That's how it just feels. It feels like a story with an ending that just got ripped off, and you just don't feel satisfied after reading the whole thing. So I don't know. They'll probably might do a rerun, like different movie. Like I know that there's gonna be like a different version of this, like they've done in the past, but I don't know. This one was just okay.